What's going on, everyone? It's your main guy, Jay Bird, here with another exciting episode of Spooktober, the one and only Relentless Traumas podcast, everyone. Jay Bird here with my trusty and lovely brother,
Sam, the captain, baby, reporting for the booty. But Spooktober, obviously people were in October.
Spooktober, guys.
Explains itself. And we're doing some scary episodes. You know, we've been doing some lives, talking to our audience. Everybody, excited for the fall.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody excited to dress up as something sexy for some reason. Halloween's a sexy holiday.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I was wondering, is it because we're getting scared, we wanna cuddle with someone?
Now, my thing is, I prefer more hardcore cosplay than sexy outfit.
Okay, yeah. So so if you're gonna dress the part of Freddy Krueger, right? The Nightmare on Elm Street,
right?
So you'd rather do do the pants, do the shirt, even if you're the female, do the makeup crazy with the things. Not so much have a skirt.
Right.
Like,
the striped sweater's only 2 stripes, right?
Yeah,
it's a sexy holiday.
Halloween was dress up, go with your nephews if you don't have kids. Go with some of the cool younger neighbors because you're a cool dude in your neighborhood and you make a group.
Sounds like a bad situation.
And you collect candy. Now, right? Because when I go out walking with my children to collect candy and trick-or-treat, I should say, not collect candy, I can't even walk around comfortably, right? Because all the chicks, they wear that costume that Friday night for the party. And then they're like, babe, we can just go tomorrow trick-or-treating with... And everyone's like, I don't know if that costume's appropriate.
I think that does come from my childhood, that I was always intrigued. Found the word. I almost didn't find it. Intrigued by looking at... Now, for those who don't know, we grew up religious.
Right.
So when we were children, we didn't actually go trick-or-treating or anything like that. We didn't get any Halloween at all. Nothing. And...
Actually scared. We were scared.
Terrified, right?
Yeah.
Halloween was a scary night.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awesome because that's kind of what it was about.
True. We got the real experience.
Terrified every Halloween.
We actually celebrated it.
That was us celebrating.
We were the ones feeding the spirit of Halloween this whole time.
And I was fascinated and intrigued by the costumes. I loved looking outside the window, right?
Yeah.
It was all dark.
Yeah.
Our house was, all the lights were off so nobody would come around.
Yeah.
But you would just see the children under the light of the street. And you would be able to get a glimpse. Now, I have always had bad vision. So, unfortunately, I couldn't really appreciate the costumes. But that's what intrigued me about Halloween was checking out Sonic. Right? Oh, Turtle Ninja.
Somebody came with an actual cool Power Ranger costume, and you're like,
I loved it.
Because I would think like this. I want one of those. Not even for Halloween. I just really want one of those.
Bro, I was watching the other day a video about this guy buying the helmet for the Green Ranger. He put it on.
Amazing.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, one of the coolest guys probably out there. Yeah, 100%, dude.
So yes, I do like cuando le echan ganas in the costume. I just like a good costume, I guess that's what I'm saying. I like a good cosplay
you like
costume.
to get into it in that aspect, and that explains that. You like peeking out the window and looking at people. This is a conflict I had during the season. When I was younger, I would go...
many years ago. Many decades, some people would say.
I would go to the club, during the season. And the same thing, at first, I was like, they're going to have a costume contest? Let's go. Supuestamente during the Halloween season. And the girls are just dressed. And then the girl because it wasn't even the baddest costume. It was the girl with the biggest boobs that won. Kind of pissed me off,
What kind of club were you going to?
Everybody in the club getting tips. But that would piss me off, though, because I was expecting the person that was going to win this contest at the club to be the scariest costume or the more authentic, no? Yeah. But it was just always the girl with the biggest boobs, right? Or the girl that shook her ass the most. Yeah. And I'll be like, nah, pues.
Well, why were you voting for that girl, too?
Obviously. Front row, baby.
Clap for
number 1. Clap for number 2.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about when you're gonna go to a party as a couple?
Yeah.
Should you wear an outfit that matches,
Oh my!
or should you each have your own thing going?
Each have your own thing. Pisses me
I
off,
told my
dude.
girl, I was like,
Pisses me
no, babe,
off,
pues
bro.
you wear whatever you want, and I'll wear whoever I
Yeah.
want. And she was like, but how are they gonna know we're together?
But how are they gonna know what I am? My thing is, I think it's an option, right? I think it should be up
Right.
to if you're like, oh, let's do a couple things cool, and if you're like, nah, I want to do my own thing. Like, por ejemplo, si digo yo, I want to dress up like Batman, and my girl's like, pero es que I want to do Teletubbies.
Right.
I was,
You
what's
do-
the Teletubby?
you do- yeah.
I would have your girl's like, okay, then I'll do Catwoman or whatever.
Right.
Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But it should be optional. It's like if I want to do my thing and you
Sí,
want to
sí,
come
sí.
through, sas. Ahora, if we're gonna do a couple things and we decide together what we're gonna do,
Sí.
sas. But it should never be like you have.
Sí, porque that's key what you said. Porque that's true. It's like, what if you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of Batman right now. It's popping, blah blah blah. And what if your girl says, nah, but I thought we can do like me. We can do Jesse and Woody.
I mean, you're very Woody looking. Mexican Woody, no?
Yeah. Mira, when I was married, they gave me 3 options. Para empezar, me dijeron, me dijo, you want to dress up to
You can get your ass beat.
Option number 1, you ain't got no choice, all right?
Oh, man.
No, I had like this, mira. Me dijo, is there a character you want to dress for the party or you? Right. Not really. I haven't really thought about it. Pero why? What you got? Dije yo, well, let's hear it out. Me tiraron Jesse and Woody. And I was like, okay, I have cowboy boots. I have a brown hat. Okay, that would be almost
bad.
there. I have a red bandana, blue Levi's. I was like, damn, I'm almost there.
Not bad, not bad.
But did you have a snake in your boot?
Botas de víbora?
I walked around saying, there's a snake in my pants. You know?
Ah,
Man,
okay.
okay. That's crazy.
It's
No?
a warm, man. Gusanito, no?
Tengo una víbora en el pantalón.
Those are the best dubs.
That is.
Those are the best dubs.
Oh my god, dude. hasta me mareé. Me dieron Buzz Lightyear en the, ¿cómo se llama la?
What?
Bob, la que tiene los sheeps.
Oh, yeah, pero that's Woody's girl.
No, that's what I said. When we did that, I was like, no, pero.
Hey, aprendan su Toy Story. You know what I mean? God damn,
Please.
bro.
Le dije yo, no, it's the other way around. So you can still do the dress,
Yeah.
pero como dijo Levin ahorita, yeah, but it's not gonna match because Woody is a cowboy. Yeah, but that's how it goes in the cartoon.
Right.
Damn. Pero bueno, para que veas nomás.
No.
Para que veas el nivel, ¿no?
Chale, man.
And then I got my third option, which pissed me off. It was the worst.
Pero say.
No.
And that's the one you went with.
Yeah, and as you can tell, it's still there. No, yeah. Tim me dijo we could do like a Batman Catwoman thing. Pero when we went to go look at the costumes, the cool ones are pricey.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Entonces, maybe we can do just dije, it's gonna look too whack.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, pues mejor let's do Woody and Jesse, fuck it, porque she's like, I was like, fine, we'll be cowboys. We already pretty much have the thing. We made our own vest. We made it y todo, so it came out good. But yeah, dude, this is the thing. I hate it when they're both, how can I explain this? Like the same, como I went to that same party, estaba uno que era el Wolfman and Wolfwoman. Nah, you know? Nah, do the partner. Do Batman and Catwoman. Do, ¿qué más hay así de partners? Hulk and Hulka.
Chucky and the Bride of Chucky.
Chucky and the Bride of Chucky. There you go. Do that. Pero no me digas, oh, I'm Chucky and I'm girl Chucky. Nah.
Actual
dude.
partners.
See, that's the part I don't like. But again, now, should that only be for couples? Or do you think you can pull that off with, like, your friend? Like que digan todos, dude, let's all do Toy Story characters. That's not
Pretty
too bad.
legit. Pretty legit. Let's all do the Power Rangers in.
That would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
It's cool, but do you rather show up and be like, oh, who are you? Like, more of a mystery than, oh, we're all going to be this character.
Yeah.
And they show up and they're...
I like the mystery part because I've seen that you guys, and I'm going to say those words, you guys, okay, have been doing the Loteria party. Nah. Let me say it. You heard it here first. Nah, dude.
Damn.
Nah, because como dice, it kills the mystery, ¿me entiendes?
They ain't got no friends. You can tell you guys ain't got no friends, right? Because you can tell, right? Because the way you guys talk about other people, right? With actual friends, you guys go, I don't like that. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so the other people are people with friends.
Right.
So get yourself some friends. That's what happened. That's what you guys need. You guys need some friends. And maybe you're going to find out why people do all these things.
Que
that they do.
duro. By the way, if you're looking for a new friend in your friend group, DM me. I'm looking for friends. De hecho, which was my next thing for the costume for the party, you know? We can dress up like Ross and Chandler from Friends.
Could I be any more Chandler? Yeah, I'm into the group.
Dress up.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, if we all dressed up like Demon Slayers,
Oh, that would be
sick
slick,
as hell,
dude.
bro. Power Rangers, that's insane.
Ese está
The
loquísimo.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Ese sí ya sería another level.
Legit, dude.
Ese es another
You
level.
know what I mean? Because you all arrive and they're like, oh, shoot, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just got here. Right? And you're like, and it shows off your personality because, oh, you're Leonardo, right?
Right.
Oh, you're Donnie.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm Raph because the coolest one. But he's also the shortest one. I know he's always the biggest one.
No, he's the biggest one.
But yeah, so it kind of, o sea, it's cool when it's like that because then you show off each personality.
Right,
¿Me
right,
entiendes?
right.
When it's just like the same of one thing, you're like, eh. Pero once you're a group and you each pick one out, it's like, oh, it's like
Yeah,
you're
that's
Leo
cool.
for this reason because, right? You're the oldest and all that, and then
Let's
Donnie,
get the characters from Inside Out.
characters from Inside Out, right? Fear,
Depression.
Depression.
sadness, right? Obviously, anger,
And a lunatic, you know? That's not even a feeling, but a lunatic. Delusion.
anxiety. ¿Cómo se llama?
Ay,
The
güey.
orange one.
Yeah,
Anxiety.
no, durísimo.
That'd be me.
That would be. Everyone shows up as anxiety.
Damn. Damn, dude. Man. But yeah, talking about Spooktober. Talking about all
dude.
things creepy and scary. So I think that's what Halloween is about. right?
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
scared,
According to
being
me,
spooky.
it's about spooky time. You know, not. This is the thing, guys. It's not about demonic stuff.
Well, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think so. It's about
Isn't
like
that part of it?
jump scares and you know, witchcraft.
I think it. I mean, I think it's like everything. I think it's a little different for everybody.
Yeah, everyone
you
sees
know?
it a little
Somebody
different,
sees it a little
for
different.
sure.
Some people might like the more demonic stuff.
Damn,
Some people
Galudo.
might like the more murdery stuff.
Some people like just like hocus pocus stuff.
Exactly. Some people just like the cute stuff.
Oh, how cute.
It's like Christmas, no? Que también some people like it more religious.
Yeah.
And other people
Oh,
like it for the
ándale.
gifts and the
Exactly.
and the
The Santa
Me, I only
Claus.
celebrate Christmas for Santa Claus. You know?
Me, pues I
Saint
don't.
Claus.
I don't get to celebrate Christmas too broke. Pero I like to look at the lights and stuff, you know.
That's never say that in the pod.
Very
It's
well.
too sad. You bring the pod down, and I don't want any of that.
Very well.
Christmas. Hey, leave Christmas alone.
No,
okay?
Christmas is amazing, dude. I
Christmas
like the
is-
Grinch.
No matter what, you love Christmas. But yeah, getting back to Halloween because it's not Christmas episode.
Right.
Today's topic is gonna be a little bit scary, a little spooky. Not really, but we're gonna talk about spooky
Skeleton.
movies. Whoa!
Scary
Give me lightning.
movie.
Let's do that again. Give me lightning and everything. Scary movies.
Mama!
Scary movies, right? Growing up, scary movies. I always felt like was a pinnacle of, like a sleepover kind of situation.
Okay.
¿Me entiendes?
Yeah, like you
Like-
have to.
I always remember watching scary movies with a lot of teens.
Right.
No, siempre era de que se juntaban los teens, and every time you'd be like, "What movie? What kind of movie do you guys want to watch?"
Yeah.
Scary movie. It always had to be a scary movie. Every single time it was like,
It's
scary
true,
movie.
and it was duro porque I've never been into it.
Yeah.
I've never been into the scary movie, and not because I scare easy. It's because
Well.
I get bored.
I don't know.
I get bored. Now I enjoy it more. Now as an adult, I enjoy it more. I enjoy the whole drama behind
I
it.
feel like there's a lot of people that don't like scary movies.
I feel that
More
too.
than the people that like scary movies. A lot of people are like,
And you know what
Kind of
the-
like country, like people are,
Well,
you know.
well,
Well,
I don't
you know,
think
and,
so.
and they're starting to get right. People are starting to get into country. Let's be honest. Now, Was there ever a time when people said, "What's your favorite type of music?" and everybody in the class, everybody in your whatever you're doing says, "All music except country."
Right.
Right?
There was a lot of people.
And
saying
that's how it was for the longest time.
Right.
And let's be honest, that's how it was. Nobody
Well,
liked
there was a
country.
great era during the late 80s. I want to say 86 to 90.
Most of us don't even know that era. We weren't born yet.
That was the greatest country music ever made was brought out. And then it died down. It did die. And then it started to rise again. And then all of a sudden we have all these country likers. But bueno,
I think
feel
the
like
reason why country has never been that good is because other music exists. Okay, and that's a fact, right? Because other music is better, and that's okay though, right?
It is okay. It is okay.
Because other music is better, we accept it.
I
However-
feel that a lot of, like, out of the 100% of the people that are saying that like country movies, horror movies, I feel like only 30% actually do. I feel like the rest, they're just going along with it on the season. I bet
they
you
like one horror
Yeah.
movie and they're like, "Oh, I like horror movies."
Yeah, horror movies, yeah, hell yeah. And the majority would watch them only during the season.
Exactly. When I say horror movies,
Right.
what's the first movie that pops into your head?
My first movie that pops into my head of horror, not just a horror movie, is The Conjuring.
The Conjuring,
The Conjuring.
the first one.
That's the first thing that pops in my head because that's the first scary movie that I actually sat down and fully watched, like fully. Because before, you get a little scared. You're watching it doing no. I actually sat down and watched it. The Conjuring.
The Conjuring, Aaron. Now we know Aaron's not a horror movie guy.
Right.
Right?
Even
Scares
less than
easily.
us.
Scares easily. Let's be honest. He's a little scared easily. Right? So he doesn't like horror movies. Now, does he like anything good? Very questionable, right? He has a very questionable taste on things, right? Very questionable. But let's see what he
Let's
says about
see.
when we
I
say
mean-
horror movies. We know that you don't really watch horror movies,
Right.
So what would you consider a horror movie in your book that you've watched by accident, maybe?
Yeah, I think the only horror movie I've ever seen is the Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that's true.
That's
good
it. I haven't seen anything else.
Based on true
Based on true
events.
events, which is what I think makes it even.
Scarier because we knew he was out there.
He was
Escaped.
out there.
He escaped.
Yeah, he didn't get caught. And the crazy part is, I heard that last they heard of him, he was living in Tucson. Tucson's just down the street from
Right,
us.
he was our neighbor.
So that I remember, and I heard that when I was a kid. So it scared me for the longest
You could
time.
hear the.
Yeah.
You're like,
Be like, no, and then I wake up and it's just the gardener.
yeah, just my mom with in the sink. ¿Cómo se llama?
Oh, the garbage
The
disposal
garbage disposal.
for no
And you're like, ah!
for no reason.
You know
Because
what
you would hear you scream, ah, ah.
Horror movie. What about you, man?
Horror movies. Fíjate que I think one of the original horror movies that legitimately scared me, The Ring.
Oh, The Ring. I forgot about
Legitimately,
that
like
one.
I was actually scared.
Yeah. Like felt
And
it,
I don't think
felt
I was
it.
even that young. I don't think it was even. We weren't even. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was at least 13, 14.
I think it
if not,
might have
maybe 12.
It might have came out in 2001.
So yeah, I mean,
About that age.
yeah.
Damn.
I graduated in 2009, so
Right.
that's 8 years. Maybe I was 11 then.
Oh, entonces sí, you
11.
got super scared.
Bro,
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Y es que la hicieron, creo que fue when movie or the actual, like, como se dice, CGI was
cheap.
actually coming in, no?
Yeah, because the girl coming out of the TV
That was insane.
was insane.
Yeah, that was
was something groundbreaking for me that I had never seen before. Because the whole you're gonna die in 7 days.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought
I
it
was
was a
like, ah,
comedy.
whatever,
I thought it was a
right?
comedy, guys. Come on.
And then the video, right, where she's on looking at the
Yeah, at the
whatever,
whale.
the whale and all that stuff. But then when she comes out of that TV, bro,
Just
because now you're watching a TV,
yeah.
so she's gonna come out of your TV. Right? And I remember that was the first time where we were watching it. We had where we were living. Era como un den, It was like a sala, living room, but that's closed off. It had a door and
Yeah.
everything, so
Yeah,
it's like a separate room. And I remember when we watched it, we I couldn't even like stay in that room by myself. When everybody would get up to go to the restroom or whatever
Yeah.
to get some food or whatever, I'd be like, I'm out there with you guys. I ain't staying here by myself. Like I was scared.
That's scary.
So I think that one, and also an honorable mention is The Grudge,
The Grudge is an honorable
because I
mention.
couldn't shower, not thinking that hands were gonna come out of the back of my head.
Yeah, for the longest time I had to shower with my eyes open.
Because you're like,
Yeah, it just
ah.
and funny because to wash my hair, this is what I would do. Right, the water's falling this way. I would go like this so that my hair instead of trying to do this whole thing. No, it's because it's the best.
That one was
They
crazy.
created real traumas.
Those are the ones that, you can't watch TV normal anymore. And you can't shower normal. So when you can't do normal things
Yeah.
because of something you
Stuff's
watch, that's how you
affecting
know
you.
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
You know why I think I hated scary movies? Because our family members, our uncles, aunts, my mom, would tell stories of ghosts they've seen
Right,
and
right.
things they've seen. It was already too scary.
Right.
In real life.
Oh, why you have those fears, guy? like I remember being scared, right? You hear the stories like the demon that was on the roof walking
Right,
across
right.
the panels in Mexico where the houses are made out of metal or whatever,
Yeah,
and you
you
just
could
hear the
hear
metal
him.
clanking as he's running through
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, right? And then
Right.
the demon that came out of the lady as the
See.
exorcism was happening, and you're like,
Yeah, the little boy that walked across the room, but there was no little boys in the house.
Right.
Little
That was just
boys,
a little thing.
the little kid that came out of the closet, right?
Right,
And
right.
all these things you hear that people you know, right?
Right,
That were like,
right.
I saw it for a fact.
Yeah.
It was right in front of me. And so you go, oh, so these things are 100% real.
Yeah, because people you hang out with, because they're like, oh no, pues when your cousin was little, he used to have food in the closet and stuff, and it would rot, and we had to clean it because he would feed his imaginary friend.
Right.
And you're like,
Exactly.
this fucking guy stays the night at my house.
Yeah.
You can't bring your friend, guys. Right? You can't bring your imaginary friend ain't welcome. No, that's scary.
Yeah.
I remember those stories too.
Yup,
It would be
yup,
too much.
yup.
It would be too much.
But I don't remember being like, I'm too scared.
I got lucky. Mira, at a young age, I started thinking, wait a minute, I've never seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I've never seen a monster. Wait a minute, entonces it got so into my mind que it ruined things. Like even when I would watch something to try to get like a little jump scare, it's so predictable, I would be watching, be like, don't get scared. Everyone gets scared, and I'm like, oh man, why can't I get scared? But it became so predictable. But I think because I fully concentrated on it's not real, it can't happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't believe in any of that stuff.
Right.
I've never seen it, but my brain starts tricking me.
Yeah.
Because if I see a scary movie, my brain will start tricking me. Even though I know it, I'll still be like, wait, but maybe, and then I'll make a whole scenario, and then I get scared. That's what I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to be scared.
Yeah, because I remember watching scary movies. Because I used to go to my cousin's house cuando vivían aquí.
Yeah.
And like I said, every time I go to my cousin's house, when we were just chilling in their room, siempre, oh, let's watch a scary movie. Right?
Damn.
It was either watch, because I've always ido a Mexico, and I've hanged out in their house in Mexico también. And it was always like, hay que ver videos de fantasmas, like ghost stories,
Yeah,
murders, things
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
are like scary. Turn off all the lights, cover all the windows. And every time I go to their house, it was like, let's watch whatever the scariest movie is right now. And I would have to drive home alone.
I know.
And como dice Aaron, you make it in your mind,
Yeah, you
where
start
you're like
feeling
checking the back of your mirror, and you're like, something's that I know something's there.
Yeah.
But it's because it's in your head, because you watched something that was terrifying.
Ya vienes todo tenso.
Ya vienes todo tenso. So I get what Aaron's saying, that there's that feeling. And there is movies, for example, The Exorcist.
Yeah, The Exorcist
It's a
is crazy.
terrifying movie.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
at least I remember it. I haven't watched it in a long time.
It is. I watched I don't think it's the original, but original in our age group.
Right, for us.
And even though the makeup y todo eso isn't what it is now, it's still creepy. The way they play this character so into like a religious status, que you're like, oh, dude, that. Like sometimes I'm like, that could happen, even if it's not like an actual demon. It's just such a distortion of this person's brain can lead them to this scary thing I'm seeing right now. And that got me to the Exorcist.
The Exorcist. I mean, I remember, we were growing up when that movie was like making hits,
Right.
or at least that's how I remember it. It was being talked about a lot.
Yeah,
que
big.
it's one of the scariest movies ever made. Que people, dime que no. People are fainting in the movie theaters.
Yeah, that
People
was
are
the
having
commercial.
heart attacks.
Yeah.
Because
De
it's
hecho,
so
decía,
scary.
decía, if you're gonna watch the movie, when you go to the movie theater, they see kind of like a roller coaster. If you have a heart condition, you should think
Just
twice.
know.
Yeah.
And
Because obviously they're not gonna say don't watch it, right? Don't buy the ticket.
No.
Just saying.
Maybe leave halfway, get another ticket, watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch the rest of the night. Or rent the movie.
Yeah.
But definitely watch it.
Definitely watch it, and if you get a heart attack, because we told you.
Yeah.
And so we're not responsible.
Hopefully you recover so you can finish the movie. And I think it's the sequel, because I don't think it's the first one.
Right.
Where there's a scene donde no sé si le están haciendo el exorcism or what's going on, because I didn't really pay attention to the movie because I was too scared, right?
Yeah.
I was a child,
Of
and
course.
the movie was playing on TV. It was one of those, but back in the days, for those who don't know, because maybe we have some young audience, probably not, but streaming wasn't a thing.
Correct,
So
it
you
wasn't a
couldn't
thing.
pick what you wanted to watch.
Nah.
You had to watch whatever was on TV,
Yeah.
whatever was,
the channel.
whatever they paid for that day, right? That they're gonna play. And so The Exorcism 2 was on. I remember for some reason I don't know why I was watching it.
Oh, shoot.
Because that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And there's this scene, bro, donde le están haciendo el exorcism, I think, and they're like checking like her pulse and all this stuff, like they're scientifically checking her out.
Right.
I don't know if that is what's going on. or not.
Medically.
Y aparece the exorcism demon thing, and it's like grabbing onto her heart. And it's like, you already know how the exorcism
Yeah,
face.
Yeah, igualito.
And la girl's like, ah! And it's like grabbing her heart and like
My
squeezing
God.
it. Así, bro, traumatized.
Oh, yeah, no.
I remember thinking, anywhere I turned, right?
Ah, you
I was
vas a
gonna
verlo,
see the
yeah.
demon and being like, ah! My balls just, ah!
Oh, qué duro,
And it's things like it's scenes here and there.
Es que that was the beauty, I think, of this horror movies, right? Those specific scenes, because I think that's what got me.
Mm-hmm.
Would be those specific scenes that I would be like, no, but if I look in the mirror right now.
The unexpected big reveals.
Correct.
Which is why one of my favorite horror movies is Insidious.
Oh my God.
I think Insidious, when I watched it the first time, I had no idea what it was about. To
Right.
be honest with you, I heard that it was. Anytime I hear that a movie's good, I'm always curious to watch it.
Yeah.
And so I heard Insidious was a really good movie, and as I got older, I got more into horror movies, kind of like how you said.
Right.
I used to be into them because as a kid, and I have a whole selection here of what I like to call junk horror movies, que son horror movies that you would just watch as young teens
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't really to get scared. It was just something like stupid to...
Yeah. Like everyone's talking about it, como Final Fantasy.
And it's more like thrillers, right? It's
Right,
more like
right.
those... It's not really demons or nothing. It's just
Correct.
a scary what's going to happen.
Like Chucky.
Chucky.
Okay, yeah, Chucky. It's not
I
really scary.
have-
You're like, it's just a doll.
Por ejemplo, yo tengo... I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but the House of Wax.
Yeah.
Wrong Turn también era
Yeah.
otra.
Oh, esa sí estuvo un poquito fuerte.
Esas son, those are like the kind of like where it's
Suspense.
it's like you said, it's kind of more of you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's more the typical. It's not really mysterious or scary.
Right.
It's just you know what's gonna happen, but it's more like just to watch for funsies. Y Insidious, I heard it was good, so I watched it. In the dark, right?
I know.
And as soon as I heard the title sequence begin with the
Horrible. Yeah.
the violins just
Yeah. And horrible because you're like, I'm going to turn it up porque you're going to watch them. And they go all in. O
you
sea,
know you like to watch movies at full blast, right? You have to put the volume all the way up.
and the problem is they go all in con esa parte. Pe.
It's just like because it's like normal, and
sí.
the title thing comes out. It's like in flames, right?
You're already like this.
And you're like, ah! And no, pues the whole movie just got my ass from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best things in horror movies, like we said, the score. O sea,
Yeah.
the music.
Mm-hmm.
The music can make you feel like
It gets you.
something. It just makes your feelings.
It gets you, man.
And that Insidious has some of the best score I've ever heard.
Yeah, it really does.
And then the big reveals. Por ejemplo, one of my favorite scenes is when they're talking, and it's I don't know if it's him and his wife or him and the late. I think it's him and his wife or something like that, or him and his mom, the main guy in the movie, and they're just talking, and he's like kind of explaining what's going on. I don't
Yeah.
remember this scene. I don't know if that's how it goes, but
It's during the daytime.
they're in the daytime, like
They're sitting around
normal
the table.
day conversation. Like you are safe.
Yeah.
You know that nothing scary is gonna happen because they're not leading up to anything where it's gonna
Yeah,
be
because
scary.
I think it comes right after like a night scene.
right.
And then they're like, and
Because
then
at
it's
night
like,
is when all the scary stuff. is
yeah,
happening.
yeah, and then it's just, and it's quiet, and it's showing that it's
Just the
daytime.
pans over to them, just having a
Yeah.
conversation on the table, easy breezy. So you just came out of some scary stuff.
Yeah,
so
so
you're like,
you unclinch.
ooh, you relax. And then he starts talking about how this thing looks. No, it's like this, and it has that, and then it pans to the lady, bro. I think it's the lady, or I don't know if it's the guy. I think it might be the guy.
The guy, yeah.
And like right next to him is that demon thing
Yeah.
that's been haunting him and
Just
his
right
son
there.
or whatever. Because the whole thing is about his son. What do they call it? Cuando se salen del cuerpo.
Sí.
I can't remember, but the whole thing is about his son has the ability to astral project out of his body.
Yeah.
And so he has all these dreams about flying around and everything. And the son kind of like draws pictures and tells and everything. And then out of nowhere, he falls into a coma.
Mm-hmm.
Entonces they're like, oh, what's going on? No,
Yeah, what the...
And then I think what happens is the mom explains to him, the dad of the kid, he did the same thing when he was a kid.
Right.
And that they had to have somebody come and help him so
Yeah.
that he wouldn't do that anymore. Because it was involuntary.
Yeah.
They were trying, so they kind of like hypnotized them or something like that so that he wouldn't do that anymore. And that's how they went. And then, so now, so the problem was that he was out of his body, and wherever that dimension that he was going to, he was lost.
Right.
And the problem with doing that is that demons are now trying to get into his body.
Right. They see
And
a
that
way out.
there's a certain amount of time that he has before one of them does reach him.
Right.
His body must be in. And so that's what the whole movie is about.
It's a good story.
It's
It
a
is
good story, dude.
storyline.
And that's why I really liked it, because for me, horror movies have to have a good story.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh my god, that's...
They rely too much
No.
on the demon, how
Yeah.
it looks. They rely too much on the murder, the blood.
Because sometimes no one goes there. You're like, no one would ever be like, oh, let me check that out. No one would ever do that.
Exactly.
But when they're like, I mean, you wouldn't do that for your son?
100%.
And then there's, wait,
I'll
my son
risk
can
it
be...
all.
Okay, what do I have to do? Then you're like, oh, shit, because you're like, dude, And then you start getting scared, too, because you're like, I would have to do that.
I would have to do. And he has to do that. And he's the only one who can do it, right?
That's
Because he's
scary,
had that
dude.
gift, man, since he was a kid. And, man, it's a great movie. If
Great
you like
movie.
scary
Great
movies and
movie.
you do like to get scared, I definitely suggest watching Insidious. I remember the first time I watched it, I told everybody, watch this movie because this movie is actually scary.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have all the other Insidious movies now, and then
Todas killers.
Annabelle, I think, is also connected to that verse or something like
Correct.
that, which is also pretty scary. I don't know which one it is, where it's kind of like in the olden times.
Mm-hmm.
That one was pretty good too.
Yeah,
that one
that
got
one's a
me
good
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah.
It's always these demons. That one got me when they go se sube the lady who's having this, because it's always the kid.
Ya sabe.
It's always the kids that
Hey, come on, guys.
she has a baby daughter and it's being haunted by the demon, so she's having to face it right for her daughter. And she goes to the basement of her building that she's living in,
Yeah.
and the elevator opens, and then she sees something at the very end. It's all dark, right? And she sees something, and then so she's like, "Oh, should go up," and then it closes, and she's like, "Oh," and then ding, and it opens again, the same floor.
Yeah, that scene is crazy.
And then the thing starts getting a little closer. She's like, and it closes again. And then ding, and it keeps opening. And then
Yeah.
that thing keeps getting closer and closer. Oh, shoot. And then she finally goes up, I think. And, man, I haven't
Yeah,
watched these
because
movies in a
it
long
gets
time.
really close to,
I guess, about to get there. So it finally closes.
Yeah.
And then she starts going up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then she starts feeling, the thing starts, because it's like, obviously, it's always claws, right?
Yeah. No, esa parte sí está tremenda.
And then there's lightning, obviously. There's always lightning and stuff.
They're
and then
inside. No, they're
They're
inside.
inside
Pero
the
there's
building.
lightning.
And turns around. And
Eso
you just see
estuvo
the...
duro. Eso estuvo
The demon thing is with
duro.
yellow ass eyes, is he just looking at her.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that
Eso-
starts running. Yeah, es cuando escuchas que también ahí empieza a correr. No. Those are the type. That's the type of scare that I like.
Yeah, those are scary movies. Es que son, I think, in those movies, because the jump scare, yeah, they build you for
Right.
the jump scare. Pero when it's not about the jump scare, it's about tension.
Yeah.
It's intense. It feels heavy in here. The girl is scared. You see the thing coming. Now you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
And then they give you confirmation. Yup, that's it right there. You're like, oh, man.
The big reveal.
Yeah, dang.
And I like when the big reveals like that, where it's not all in your face, full hardcore.
Right.
It's kind of, you can see it,
Mysterious.
but it's still in the dark. So you, in your mind, you're like, damn, o sea, se mira. ¿Entiendes? Como dice Larry que he makes it in his mind. It's true, because how many times has it not happened to us?
Oh, yeah.
That you wake up right in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
and you look to your bed or whatever,
Yeah.
to whatever, your closet, your desk, whatever, and you see something right there, and you're like,
Yeah, you quickly
what
do
the
the
hell? Right? And you swear it's looking at you. Just like. And then you do. And then it's just, your jacket or whatever, your
Yeah.
backpack.
Sometimes literally nothing.
Nothing.
You're like, what was I even
And
tripping
you
about?
swore that it was a whole ass thing just looking
Yeah, because
at
this
you.
happened to me, I want to say like 3 nights ago. I get up a lot during the night to go restroom. And I got up to go pee, and I always get up, get out of my room, restroom's on the left, go pee, come back in, go to sleep. I always do that. Never have I ever thought of anything. I got up and the TV was on. My nephews go to sleep pretty late, so I made nothing of it. Pero se me ocurrió, you know what? If they're asleep or something, but they weren't there no more. And the TV was kind of loud, so I was like, I'm going to turn it off para yo dormirme también. So I turned off the TV, pero me quedó
Yeah, the image.
Yeah, so when I turn around, it's like, a little bit like, I know it's the TV, pero sí me quedó así como the red outline.
Yeah, that outline.
And the first thing that comes to my mind, the Insidious freaking movie. ¿no?
Demon.
Sí, pues ya sabes. So did I walk up a little faster to turn the light on in the restroom? Maybe, Did I clench a little bit like, God damn,
Did you just go to the restroom to clean yourself?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that happened to me, so I get that, dude. I get that when you open your eyes, you look something, you're like, that's funny, look.
Yeah,
Like, you have a
always go
reaction.
like, wait, what? Am I asleep or not?
Nah, quédate.
But dude, that's the number one reason why I like horror movies. It's for that level of fear right there.
Right.
It's o sea, when I was young, I actually had fear. Like
Yeah.
I was for real
scared.
scared. But then now as I'm older, when I watch scary movies, it's more like scary, but in a good way. I don't even know how to explain it. Like
It just gets you out of your regular emotional self and puts you in a different, that you don't normally feel
right,
every
that
day.
you don't. It's not an everyday feeling
yeah. So it
because
makes
it
it
gets your
exciting.
heart pumping,
For sure.
and you go, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" or "What's there?" But you don't go, "Oh no, I can't watch this anymore."
You know what's scarier than scary movies? Scary dreams.
Oh,
Because you feel it.
Movies, scary movies in your head.
Exactly.
Horror movies in your head, dude. Scary.
Yeah.
Para empezar, does that happen to you where you watch a scary movie and you're like, fuck it, I'm probably gonna dream about it?
Not normally.
Okay.
Not normally. I'd say it definitely has, pero I can't say that that's the normal
It's
way.
not like a for sure tonight, ya
Nah.
valió.
I'm thinking it might have to do with how impactful the movie is, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like if it's really scary or if it's just a little bit scary.
Right.
One of the scariest movies to me that I watched that probably happened to me, and I don't know if you guys even know this one, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, dude. Oh
My cousin, for some reason, I remember it was
Classic,
my
by
mom,
the way,
my
classic.
aunt, and my cousin were there, and I was really young. Y como que le dijeron, you rent the movies, or you rent a movie you want, and she picked Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, she would, dude.
Because I remember she put it on, and I was just there because I like to watch movies. And then when I started watching what was going on, I was like, this is terrifying, guy. Jeepers Creepers is
Jeepers Creepers is a classic, but
Bro, wait.
terrifying.
when the guy puts on the face
Yeah.
of the main character, and he turns around, he's wearing the face
The
that did.
face, dude. The face.
I was terrified. I was pretty young for that one. And I remember, I'm pretty sure I had like a dream with
See, no, Jeepers Creepers.
of that
terrifying.
Jeepers Creepers guy, because I think he's like a demon thing. He had wings and everything. He would fly.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's kind of like a demon thing. I don't remember the origin about it, but I'm pretty sure I had a dream about
Oh,
a
super
flying
scary.
demon trying
super
to get me.
scary, super scary, yeah.
But do you guys have any dreams of something like hardcore after a movie or anything like that?
Pues I've had two que me acuerdo clearly. One was we watched Jason, right?
Okay.
I don't remember which one exactly. Could have been the first one, pero we saw one of the Jason movies porque pues, hey, he can't be killed, right? We saw Jason, and I just saw it, honestly, not into it or nothing, pero everyone, como dices tú, sometimes they put it on, you're there, let's watch it. I went to sleep. We went home right after the movie. I went to sleep. I was a kid, and I started having the dream. They were chasing me, Que it was my cousin with the mask. And I'll be like, dude, stop playing, you're scaring me. Ah, my bad. Y luego otra vez, oh, is it you? Luego, oh, and be like, oh no, it's not him. That was the dream. So I kept like getting scared, and they'd be like, why are you scared, bro? I'm just joking with you. And I'll be like, what the fuck is happening? At the end, stabs me.
Oh,
So I woke up on the stab, no?
bleeding out.
Yeah, I was like, there's no freaking way, man. Why am I having these stupid dreams? That one, and then I had my last dream. I just had not too long ago, actually, and I didn't even get to watch the full movie. I was just kind of watching it a little bit with one of the Conjuring movies. And I don't remember now the dream like that, but I remember I woke up like, and I thought, damn, it's because I watched this stupid movie, man. Trying to get into the season, you know?
Bro, I've never had dreams because of movies, scary movies, because I don't watch scary movies. I don't like scary movies so much that even the movie, Scary Movie, the funny
Oh, the
one,
funny.
scared me, bro. So I couldn't even watch that one. It's too scary.
This guy said couldn't watch Coco.
Yeah. He's like,
Un poquito loco. This guy can't watch Coco, bro.
Dude,
That's
qué duro, eh.
What a scary life.
Not gonna watch Nightmare Before Christmas. 'Cause
No.
too scary.
Can't watch scary
No,
movies
no.
because already living a scary life.
See, too much scary together. Can't. You just can't.
No, but one time, the reason why I say scary
Dream.
dreams are worse is because, for example, one time I had this dream where all I remember is I had a spirit go inside of me,
Oh hell.
Well, that sounds like a real life.
and I knew it was inside of me, so I was trying to take it out
Right.
because somehow I had the power to take it out.
Right.
But it would lift me up onto the ceiling,
Jesus.
and I would be crawling around the ceiling and trying to take it out at the same time. But I could feel all that pressure,
The emotions.
some kind of pressure that was
right.
holding me.
Right.
And I don't know if it was because in real life something was happening where
Heart
I felt
attack.
pressure.
Yeah.
And that's why scary dreams are scary.
Torzón, you know.
Sí, está cagando el vato bien duro.
I did end up in the restroom in the dream.
Okay.
Yeah, we went all the way in the restroom until I finally took it out of me. And
That's scary.
it was super scary. And I saw the demon and everything, so it was
Yeah.
pretty scary.
You were being attacked by demons, guy. You know.
Now, are demons
Pray
real
before you
or
go to
not?
sleep.
Stop sending so much.
Sí,
you know?
sí. No, eso está scary, dude.
Yeah.
Eso está scary. Porque my scary dreams are usually I'm getting chased around. And I don't know why I always have that fear of getting chased around. And I'm always like trying to find a weapon, or I'm like, damn, this hiding place sucks. And that's normally where I land. Pero trying to get a
Yeah,
demon
usually my
out of you?
scary dreams are being possessed.
Damn. Well,
Sounds real.
we know it.
Sounds real, guys.
You heard it here first, guys.
Now, there's also the horror movies that I think are, I think they call them thrillers, maybe,
Right.
that aren't maybe as scary but are good.
Right.
Like for example, The Village.
The Village was
I don't know if you guys,
good.
did you ever watch The Village?
Sí,
The Village. Which one was the other one? I don't know if you guys ever watched The Others.
Yeah.
They all start with the.
Sí,
The
pues ya
Others,
sabes.
The Village. Do you guys remember The Cell? Do you remember that with Jennifer Lopez?
The Cell? Oh, because
I didn't remember.
That one was
watching
scary. And now that I mentioned it, I had a dream about that one. That one was
Qué
terrifying.
duro.
Because that one, the synopsis of this movie is that they have the ability, kind of like Inception,
Yeah.
where they connect themselves and to be able to go into the person's mind.
Correct.
She would have like a thing on her hand that she would press whenever she wanted to get out.
Right.
Y se salía, ¿no? His mind. And then she starts doing that.
Nah.
It doesn't start working.
Nah.
And that's when things get scary.
Yeah.
But I remember having a dream where I was like
in somebody's.
in somebody's, and I saw all these torturing things and everything, and I would be like,
hell.
and yeah, that's a pretty scary.
There was a movie, I don't remember what it was called, by the actor was Robin Williams, R.I.P. And it was about his wife takes herself out
Right.
for a walk,
On the lives.
and she goes to hell, and he goes to go get her.
Yes.
And the stuff they show there in that movie, that got me. I remember now.
But what I was gonna say about the thrillers like The Village and The Others, is that what I liked about it, at least, is that it's like it drives you through a whole movie where it's like scary, all these things are happening, but then there's a twist at the end.
Right, it makes you fully believe that there is creatures or demons or the bad guys, and you're like, no, pues, ¿cómo le van a hacer? And then,
Bam. Psych. It was this all along.
It's
Or
nothing.
it wasn't actually real.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's like The Sixth Sense.
yeah.
You watch it, and then you find out, he's
See.
dead.
See,
Right?
dude. Que it blows your mind.
Blows your mind. Let me ruin some movies right now.
Oh, yeah.
Go watch it. Skip it and go watch it if you don't want me to ruin the movie. Pero, por ejemplo, The Village, where they were
That's
told
my favorite endings.
they were told que there's these monsters, right? And you can't get out of the woods
Right.
because there's these creatures. And the creatures are like coming into the village.
And I think they were going out and marking, no, with yellow. Like
they
up
had
to
like a
here.
circle. They had like a circle where it was marked with yellow, so that was kind of like the boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, they won't come into this circle, or we can't go above the out of the circle.
If we see them, we have to run here,
Yeah.
or something like that.
And they had the whole situation where they were coming into the village.
And the scenario in this movie is like 1856.
Right,
you
it's
know?
old school.
Yeah, you're
Like
like
the little
back
house
in
on the
day,
prairie or whatever it's
right?
And it's like old school, super cabins, in
Yeah.
the woods, like living in the cabins.
See, but you're like they're barely building America or
Yeah,
whatever.
they barely conquered America, right?
Yeah.
They barely took the Indians' land, and
Hey, how are you?
that's the reality, people. That's what we live.
That's what we
reality.
learned. That's
Those
what
are
we learned in
facts,
school. That's
right?
what we learned in school.
At the end, it comes out that it was just a bunch of people, with one guy who was like
The main guy.
rich person, that had a lot of wealth thanks to his father that had bought some land. They did a village, the village. They pretty much secluded themselves.
Jesus.
And the rest of the world, no sabía
Like
que estaban
the
ahí. But in reality, the rest of the world was in the modern world, where
That's-
there was cars,
that was
where
the
everything
part.
was normal,
That was the part.
and the monsters was themselves.
Yeah.
Trying to make everybody else in the village think that there was
Killing
monsters,
people to make sure that they got scared.
so that they wouldn't leave. There was this blind girl, and it's good. It's a good movie.
It's a good
It's a
movie.
good watch. I definitely
really good
would
movie.
recommend it. And the others too, where the others is una mamá que is trying to protect her children who have this sickness that they can't be in the light of the sun.
Yeah.
And there's this whole thing, right? There's this whole plot about the dad. All these.
That one.
And
got
so
me,
she's
dude.
like living in this house where she's thinking that ghosts or things are
Yeah,
happening.
she keeps seeing things and
And at the end, it just turns out that she was also dead.
yeah.
And that they're all ghosts, and that she was the reason why her kids were dead.
Yeah.
Because she
That
had
was the biggest
taken
twist.
them out. And the ghosts were the people living in her house.
The
She
real
was the
people.
ghost.
Yeah.
And what she thought was the ghost were the people who were living in the
real
house
people.
already. Entonces, that was the thing that
got
was
me.
like,
That one got me también. Esos son good twists. Good
oh,
twists.
those are good movies.
Good twist porque
Which was that
you're in.
movie?
The others.
The others.
I recommend it
With
for sure.
Nicole Kidman. So what's the other one called with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Okay, que he's in the
the
light
psych ward.
Yeah. Oh, ¿cómo se llama esa?
¿Cómo se llama?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Hijo de su-
Shutter Island with Leo.
God damn, Leo.
That one's another mind twister. Another
That
mind,
one was
mind fudger, as they
heavy,
call it out
dude.
there.
That one was heavy.
What are your favorite type of movies? Is it more scarier? Is it more thriller? Like me, I for sure don't like slashers, which are where there's a murder, right?
Blood.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't watch it, but it's
como
not my
Saw.
favorite. Saw.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Okay, they're like, dude, that was crazy how they made a creative way to take off his arm.
Right.
Como
Final
kind of
Destination.
Final Destination. Yeah, I'm not into those either.
Like splurge. for
My,
blood
I
and
mean, in general or in horror?
stuff. No horror.
In horror is those ones, the suspense ones, the suspense ones. Not so much the jump scare. No, the ones that you're like, no, come on, what the fuck? Like, get out of there, dude. What are you doing? Let's see that, because I'll do that. I'll be like, hijuela, fuck, just biting into my finger. That's my style. Suspense, así como The Village. The Village, super suspense. Que you're like, pues, ¿cómo le van a hacer? O sea, this is crazy. And The Village and the others, y todos esos twists at the end give it the extra, but yeah, no, I'm into suspense horror movies.
With Joaquin Phoenix, by the way.
Perro,
On The Village.
Andas
Joaquin Phoenix.
encendido,
That
Joaquin.
was a good actor. Which, by the way, I never knew. I have always seen Joaquin Phoenix looking a little weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was because he has that thing where I don't think he has like a collarbone or maybe just one side.
Correct.
And so his thing is like
his
this.
things are forward.
And you don't know until you pay attention that you finally notice that he's always like this in his movies.
He's like this.
And I just thought that was like him adding that to his character. He was like, "Oh, my character does this."
Yeah.
And then I finally read that he has.
No, he has.
That's
Yeah,
why every single one of his characters is like this.
I had a
Is
coworker.
it like the guy from Stranger Things?
I think so, but I don't think it's as severe.
Right.
Yeah, but the stranger he can like connect his
Sí.
shoulders.
Yeah,
because
he's
he
just
has nothing
he's a
in here.
freak. Yeah. Nah.
But what
Yeah,
about yours?
me too, like Javier, because the movie that I saw was on Netflix about the guy that his daughter dies, right? And then his wife goes to see what happened, and he can't take it. He goes crazy and ends up killing his wife too, and then takes him to a hospital supposedly, and then the hospital kidnaps him supposedly, and he goes through a whole adventure, and then at the end it turns out that he's just went crazy, and none of it is real.
Dang. Pero it puts you through so much suspense and so much scenarios, desperation. Like that's
And
my.
that's
style.
the good twist is where things that made no sense are explained,
Yeah.
right? Because for example, where it's like all these crazy, and you're like, how does that even happen?
Why is that happening?
Like when a murder is like all the way over there, like 3 miles away, and then you turn around and he's right there.
Yeah.
And you're like, how does that even happen? That's not even real. But then if it's explained because it's in your mind,
just you
you
losing
think
it.
that it's really just in your mind as an image. Then you go, oh, okay, it makes it good because now it's believable. And also, are you guys more like? Do you find more scary when it's like demons and stuff, where it's como dijimos, it's not kind of like based on facts,
Right.
or is it more like murders and which are obviously real?
For me to actually, like I said, drama is my style of scary movie, where there is a whole story. But for me to actually feel like, oh, that scared me, it has to be more real. Like, usually if it starts based on true events, I'm already in there. I'm already starting feeling some type of way of scaredness, no? Jump scares, demon, todo eso sí me asusta, pero it doesn't leave me with that taste in my mouth, nah.
Aaron, are you more scared of real stuff or fake stuff?
Damn it.
Because it's a big thing that everybody's like,
Big
how come
thing.
a lot of people are scared of like ghosts and demon spirits when you don't see it in your regular everyday
Never.
life? But murderers and things like that
They're
happen all
real.
the time. You watch a slasher movie and you're like, whatever.
What actually scares me is the things that you can't really see. And I think it's because what they say, que your brain has more power to scare you than what you can see, than your eyes.
Right.
Yeah, your imagination can play.
Trying to
a
put an
harder role.
explanation to it.
My thing is like I like movies that have that big reveal. Big reveal in, por ejemplo, like Insidious, where it's like boom out of nowhere, like a jump scare, but not a real, like not the
Right.
sino que silently, just out of nowhere, boom,
Yeah,
te aparece.
like have this.
Yeah. But how do we feel about nasty movies like that, where it's like the scary part is that it's gonna be nasty and
Yeah,
gross?
it's like reminds me, and I watched it not too long ago because it was on TV. Not like we watch before TV, but the free channels you can get if you have one of those Rubuku or whatever TVs. Because when you are a regular person and you're poor, that's the type of TVs you have, And I watched Saw. Saw 8,000. I don't know what
Right.
number we're in now.
Yeah.
And that's what they tried. Obviously, imagínate, o sea, the first time they were cutting hands and fingers and it was disgusting. We're all scared. Now they have to, like, make you carne molida,
Packing you up,
Sí.
right? They cut your hand,
Yeah.
mold it into a hot dog, and feed you it. Because that's the only way it's nasty.
I was watching it and I wasn't sure if it was a joke
Right.
or if it was actually happening. That's how stupid it was, but disgusting.
It's all about how nasty and disgusting they can make things. Yeah.
And you're like, well,
The bones cracking. But and it's crazy because there's people that love that.
there's people that like that. Sí, porque te digo, yo me acuerdo my friends were like, dude, did you see así? Split in half, bro, crazy. And
I
I'll
hear
be
the
like,
bones cracking.
and I'll be like, I saw it, but I don't know if I was
Hey,
like,
go get yourself checked.
You know what part was nasty like that, I think? In Men in Black, when that alien turns into that one guy.
the roach.
Yeah, the roach.
That part was disgusting.
Oh my
That part gave me like
I
anxiety.
hated watching that guy just.
Sí. Hey, pero what an actor, right?
What an actor.
It gave me anxiety. I tried watching Men in Black again to show my children. I couldn't. Because he would, you know.
And you're like, don't they see him? Like the people.
No, yeah. Even I would be like, watching it like, God damn, dude. Peric está bueno, pa. Pero yeah, that part, yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. That kind of
Makes you uncomfortable, makes you feel
uncomfortable.
nasty. Which is, como dijimos, it's part of the movie. They know what they're
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, by accident that sounded that nasty or looked like that. No, that's part of the music. How
of-
music makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Also, those noises and the visuals is supposed to make you feel uncomfortable and nasty. Because that's what horror is about, right? It brings
Yeah.
you into an uncomfortable place that gives you those Jeepers Creepers.
Jesus, dude. No, es que está duro.
Jeepers Creepers.
Está duro. Porque que eso me pasó a mí con The Nightmare on Elm Street. Que cuando sale Freddy y todo, que he's supposed to be a burn victim, pues.
Yeah.
And the problem was, one of our friends in childhood, his apartment caught fire. And ya me dijo mi mom, like, hey, va a tener aquí feo, pero pues ni modo, it happened to him. What are we going to do? But I was like, dude, who cares? It's my friend. Pero no, sí estuvo duro. And then guess what? I'm watching over here, and I would be like, uncomfortable watching that.
Yeah, my first time seeing a burn victim in high school, I almost
I
fainted.
remember
myself.
when you told me that one.
Yeah, I was creeped
Está
out.
duro.
I had no idea what was happening because I've never seen that.
Yeah, no.
But once I got used to it, because I would see him every day at school,
Yeah.
it became normal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would dab him up.
Yeah, it's just stuff that we don't see, but we're not.
Yeah, it's all in your head.
It's in your
Basically,
head, yeah.
it's all in your head. Porque
Que Hollywood knows. That's why they throw us these characters, como dices tú, the noises, the music. They know how to get in there.
scary movies now, I don't know what you guys feel about the ones that are a little more demonic, right? A little more demonic. Now, when I say a little more demonic, there was a time when I really got into scary movies. And when I say got into scary movies, I guess I mean more of going to the movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
Because scary movies was really just watching at home, right?
Yeah, it was just a
on TV or
blockbuster
whatever.
y vámonos. Yeah.
Pero I started getting to where I liked going to the movie theater to watch a scary movie because that's like it's
That's
scary.
when you can get
It's
really
scary.
scared, yeah.
I started watching like Hereditary,
Yeah. Oh!
which
That
is
one's bad.
Got
That
my
one's
ass.
bad.
it got my ass. I also watched Midsummer. I don't know if you guys have watched that one.
Oh, Midsummer?
And there's another one, but I can't remember. There was, and all of them are kind of like
In the
there,
same
no,
style.
like kind of ritual, you could say, kind of ritual situations. How do you guys feel about those movies as far as how far they take it sometimes? Do you guys feel like there is something behind how far it's being taken, or do we think it's just for the movie, it's just for entertainment?
With my mentality on that, or my point of view, has changed with time. But at the time where I was the most vulnerable to that, I'll say that, I used to think, nah, they took it too far. Because the words they were using, actual rituals that they were performing, I know they're just acting, but they're doing the actual steps. Like, I remember I had a friend who was all into like, oh, bro, I remember he told me one time, did you know that in whatever movie they did the actual ritual y porque esto y porque aquello, and I'll be like, bro, why are you
The actual
What?
god and demon
See,
names.
that's the actual name, bro. Entonces, I started to get like, oh, shitballs. And then he's like, my mom said, we can't watch that because they're doing the rituals, so nos va a salir en la casa. And I'll be like, damn, we just watched that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, I just watched that shit, dude. So
And
I probably...
I feel it. I feel a little bad. Like I want to do a little.
You know?
Watch it.
Sí.
Join us.
Oh, qué duro, scary, dude. Pero sí, dude, no, y luego a veces que decir, como en el de Exorcist de Emily Rose, ¿no? Que the different voices, the different voices that would come out,
Right.
todo, a veces decía yo, bro, you guys aren't scared during the film, like,
Like the original The Exorcist.
right,
Rumors, right?
Right.
Say that there was a curse
yeah,
while they were doing the movie because people are getting hurt.
Yeah.
People are going through things because of how hardcore that movie was. I mean, cada quien, ¿no? Cada
I
quien.
like it que le echen salsita, you know, that
los
way,
tacos.
para que pique.
Yeah.
Pero pues, come on, guys, you know.
Pero how do you feel, for example, when you see, por ejemplo, Hereditary, que at the end, you know, I believe, was it the son? I think it's the son. que lo traen. No, his body is like flowing. His headless body
God damn.
is You never watched
Is that the one from the orphanage? No, it's called Orphanage.
No, that's no. Hereditary is the one where the he kills his sister. You haven't seen this one?
I feel like I have.
So son goes to a party and the mom's like, no, but you have to take your sister. He's like, well, whatever, se va. So at the party, they're eating and everything, and se dan cuenta que his sister ate something with peanuts, which she was allergic to.
Right.
So she's like, dying.
Oh,
Y le dice al
yeah.
brother, take me. Que diga, they're gonna go to the hospital porque no le puede ayudar ahí, no tiene medicine or whatever. So he's like flying, to try to get her to the hospital. And she's like, and he's driving and she's in the back seat.
Puts the window down.
So she puts the window down to breathe because she can't breathe. Y el vato va flying. Y en una de esas sale como un deer o algo así on the street. So he's like, oh shit. And he moves. Hey! As you know, the whole thing happens. And when he looks in the back seat to ask his sister if she's okay, she sees that her head got ripped off because there was a light pole. Y su head le pegó. So he comes back home, parks the car and everything, goes to sleep. No. And then the next scene is the gritos de su mom finding out that the daughter is dead in the back of the seat of the car.
What the hell?
So it's a whole thing, no? So it's already the beginning, you're like, oh, shoot, this is terrifying.
I remember thinking, wow, that's how we're going to start, guys?
That's how we're going to start. La mamá está desperate, ¿no? De que can't get over it. Y una lady se presenta y le dice, I know how you can communicate with your daughter. Y hacen the whole thing where it's like the candles and the seance,
whole ritual,
¿no?
yeah.
Y se comunica con su daughter y según ella. Entonces le invita a la whole family. They're like, please, let's do this. We're going to communicate with her. Y lo hacen. Pero se hace possessed de la mom. And the son is like, Mom, please stop it. Because the mom's like, ya no sabe, ¿no?
It's no
And so it goes into a whole thing, bro. Terrifying. Where the mom is like on the ceiling. Because the kid goes too high in the base, in the, whatever you call the top ceiling thing. The attic. He's hiding in there. And the mom is like on the wall, pero just like hanging demon style, right? Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And she banging her head así.
Super
And the kid's like, please stop, Mom, please, crying. Because the dad already died because he caught on fire. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's a whole thing. Pero ahí es donde it kind of goes into very hardcore,
super demonic stuff.
Demonic looking things. And the thing is, when is it too much?
How do we know?
Is there a time when it's too far?
I think there's gotta be always some kind of limit to things. Unfortunately, with horror movies, the limit is probably very small because you have to get scared. Right. And unfortunately, to get us really scared, it kind of has to be real. Right. And demonic stuff, especially for us, probably since we come from a church background, is a little extra like, oh, dude, like, don't do that. Don't scare me like that. Don't say those words. Como en el de Insidious que sale, or I think it's Insidious when he goes into the thing to get his son from the cage and the devil is there. Yep. I remember thinking, oh, maybe this is too far.
Maybe that's the thing. It's not about how much do they push. It's about how much you give them. O sea, how much do you believe?
Right.
If you believe that what they're doing is actually real and they're actually using the real stuff and it's actually going to possess you, well, then it's on you, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's where do you find yourself, right? Like, for example, if you watch, let's say, Slasher, right? Where it's somebody who takes lives by with a knife or a gun or whatever. And you're like thinking to yourself and it gives you thoughts of, maybe I could.
Right.
You probably shouldn't be watching those movies.
Correct.
And if you're watching, same with demonic stuff. If you're watching demonic stuff and you're kind of like thinking about it like, maybe, if I open the doors or...
Maybe I should make a pentagon.
Right?
Let me start with the Ouija board.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I want to try some of that out. Maybe you're not in a place where you should be watching those things.
You should probably not watch those things.
Yeah, I think it does, like Eric said, I think it depends more on where you are personally and how much you can handle. Because there is some people that can handle a lot and they don't even think anything of it.
Right.
And there's people that, the first sight of anything, they're like, no, yeah.
Se caen.
Yeah. ¿Me entiendes?
I agree with you. I guess you have to be very strong of mind. Be careful what you're watching for sure. Yeah, because if you're watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you're like, wait a minute, I'm from Texas. And I have a chainsaw, you know? That's what you're like, buddy. It's just a movie, buddy.
Yeah. I think, you have to be, you just have to know where you are mentally mental wise. If you
So can we say too, like parents, if you know when you watch movies with your kids,
Right.
explain, no, a little bit, like, como I do
Yeah.
with my son, like, nah, pa, don't be scared, man. It's just a movie, dude.
Yeah.
Right. So those things we don't do. Those things that can happen. Either way, we have cameras. We lock the doors, right, to give them some peace of mind. Porque a veces some of us don't realize, oh, my son might be too young to be watching this, and we're just trying to get him scared into the spirit, and tómatela. Here we are putting all these crazy ideas in his brain.
How young do you think is too young to be watching scary movies? Because when I had my kids, my wife loved scary movies, and all her sisters.
Right, right.
And they would, when I wasn't home, put scary movies so my kids would watch them.
That's
because
crazy.
they say that that's what they used to do when they were little.
That explains a lot.
And
commentary.
Yeah. To throw the little comment.
Director's commentary.
and I think they were like 6, 7 years old.
Holy shit.
Maybe
Okay.
younger, 5.
I think it just depends on the scary type of movie. Porque
Okay, like Chucky.
yeah,
That's
gory,
crazy.
no? Like,
yeah, like gore, bloody.
Yeah, because
Stabbing, I
fíjate
don't
what they
know.
do there. A cute doll is killing people. Entonces, if your mind is not at a age where you know what you're watching, it could be putting crazy ideas in your brain. It could. That's how brainwashing works. It's not somebody constantly putting ideas in your brain, but off of a whole bunch of things, you start getting accustomed to it or accepting it or whatever, and now you have crazy ideas of your own. And the problem a lot of times is if no one explains that, son, I get angry, but I'm not going to walk around stabbing people, then they're like, well, if I'm angry, then I should probably just, I think 5, 6 is insane.
Because we watched with our kids, we watched Signs, which when I was young was terrifying.
Super terrifying.
But
Thank you for the trauma, by the way,
You
of
know,
the scene.
I made sure. Besides, we watched it with our kids. Like
Right.
it was,
I'm there with
which
you.
we watched it by ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't remember my parents being there when
No,
we watched it.
when we watched it, it was crazy.
And we watched it with them, and they were all like, "Oh my god!"
Fíjate, Signs I watched with my parents. I remember my parents being there because my mom, ay, no, que, no, pues ya. O sea, you're the adult, and you're terrified. Ah, me acuerdo así yo, volteando like, no, my mom, no, ya valió. Ya, this is real. This is real. Looking out my window like.
But yeah, we explained to them like, obviously it's not
There
real.
you
You can
go.
see that it's CGI. O sea, it's all fake. Yeah, o sea, at the end they were like, "Oh, mom, pero me va a venir un alien y me va a llevar." ¿O
Right.
qué?"
Now you explain that it's a good scare.
And la más chiquita is always like, it's movies, right? It's fake. And we were like, yeah, of course, it's fake. All movies are fake. None of these movies are based on reality, except for the documentary ones, which are based on reality. Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project was crazy.
I think that too, it depends on what kid, because
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
3 of my kids that used to watch scary movies when they were kids, they really like scary movies now.
Right.
And they don't really get scared that easy.
Mentality.
But my youngest right now that I have,
Yeah.
that little boy gets scared of anything.
Anything. For me personally, with my children, I didn't do scary movies. So I meet my significant other at the time, and she was into scary movies. So I would tell the kids, pues if you guys are into that, that's on you. But you're gonna be scared, I don't want to hear it. Pero we did that. I think they were probably 9. Between 7 and 9. Unfortunately, my youngest ones would suffer because the oldest one's already at an age where you're like, ugh. And the younger one, but no, I want to, please, I can do it. Okay, fine. But we did take mid-movie too. I remember her like, kids, come on, I can take it off if it's too much. No, please. We're just we're just making sure we're understanding this is not real. Yeah, okay. And then, pero we always did do. Where we wouldn't watch it and then let's go to sleep. Nah, we made sure to throw something
watch something
else.
funny.
Yeah, get it out of their mind.
Yeah. I do recommend that. I think if you watch a scary movie and it got you a little bit, maybe watch a few episodes of Friends, a cartoon or something, so that you get back into the happy place.
Yeah, because we did get the occasional, Dad, Mom, I can't sleep, and I'll be like, okay, now we're not gonna make that mistake.
At my household, I'm the one that doesn't watch any scary movies. I watch 0 scary movies, and I'm the one that doesn't get scared easy at my house. Everybody believes in ghosts, and any little thing that they hear, they're like, a ghost.
Somebody comes downstairs, and I'm coming out the restroom. Oh, you scared me. Nah, dude. Nah. I'm coming out the restroom.
No, pero el olor, pues.
Ah, bueno. Whoa, that comes with the punch.
My God. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Ahí está, pues, dije yo un cuerpo muerto porque
No,
huele a puro
easily,
muerto ahí.
easily.
What about movies that aren't scary, like The Wizard of Oz?
The Wizard of Oz,
which was
bro.
one of us. I don't know if Aaron had this effect, pero I remember when they put it on elementary school, right? It was movie day,
Yeah.
and they put The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, no. Nah,
Horror
terrified.
movie.
I put my hand down.
I didn't know it was horror day. ¿Me entiendes? Are we in Halloween? Because why are you putting this terrifying movie on?
That's a horror movie. That's a horror movie.
It's a horror
Sí,
movie, bro.
Nah, get
And
out
it
of here.
has the folklore or the story
It has all the elements.
of that there was a cast crew member that hung themselves during the movie and that you can see it in the movie.
background.
Now, is there something in the movie you can see? Yes. Is it that? Nobody has confirmed it, but it looks like it.
It looks like it. That movie to me has
Bro,
like
it gives me a feeling.
yeah, has
It
that
gives me a
feeling, dude.
As soon as it was started.
Yeah, you start
"Oh, what
feeling
is
some type of
this?"
way. Como me pasaba a mí, like when I watched Pinocchio, the original cartoon, me pasaba eso también. I would get this feeling de, nah.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they went to the island.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's scary.
God.
That was a scary movie.
Yeah,
Pinocchio
yeah.
was terrible.
Eso me pasaba a mí mucho.
My thing was like, how are these movies for kids? They're not for kids.
They're not for
These are
kids.
full of demons. God damn.
Have you not heard the story of the big back wolf guy? Man?
Big bag, you know? It's a fat.
Big bad wolf.
Old school Disney movies.
Questionable.
Questionable. I don't know what's going
Porque
on.
te digo, when I
They got
watch
something going on.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the seven little people, I don't know what the term you guys want me to
Damn!
use. No, but es que I don't know what you guys want me to use.
I mean, it's called Seven. You know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so I don't know what you mean. What are you trying? That's what it's called. guys.
Whoops, you know? When I watched that one when I was little, sí me sacó de onda. I was like, nah, why did we watch it? But then I watched it again as an older dude. Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah. It's just, como que I related the style of cartoon to Pinocchio and that, and it got me for some reason. Pero no, sí, no, The Wizard of Oz for sure. Nah, you guys are crazy. There's something behind that movie. For
Enough
sure.
to see the Wizard of Oz. And that song alone was terrifying.
That
enough.
song
The
was
monkeys,
horrible.
the witch. No.
Ah, todo estuvo horrible, país.
Dude, good call outs. There's a lot of classics that we didn't mention.
Right.
Alien,
Gee whiz.
which was scary.
Super
I don't know
scary.
for those who remember Alien. Jaws. I know
Jaws was
is
pretty scary.
a classic, and
Thriller.
they say that it was one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah.
The Shining.
The Shining, that's the one I went into. That's a classic.
The
classic.
Shining.
De
Really,
hecho,
really
The
good.
Shining, I recommend
Yeah.
to watch this season, right before or during Halloween, whatever you want, pero.
Yeah, a movie I recommend. I watched this movie in high school in art class because they were teaching us about filmmaking and everything. This is a very old movie. It's a black and white movie. So I already know everyone's not going to watch it because if
the
it
guy
doesn't
likes
have color, he's
technology.
not into
Nope.
it. There's this movie called Psycho.
Yeah.
It's a black and white, so it's the old school one. Because I know there might have been some remakes, but
Probably.
you need to watch the black and white one. And it's a movie called Psycho,
Gee whiz.
which got me
Ah, está tremendísima.
because the whole time there's this guy who talks about his mom. He lives with his mom at the main house,
Yeah.
and the main house is like a un ladito del the hotel where they own and they rent it and everything. And yeah, oh, mi mamá, and you can see the mom in the window. She's always looking down, and they're like, oh, okay, my mom owns it, whatever. So the whole time you're like, okay, it seems normal, and it seems like the guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But whatever, no, he's crazy, whatever. And then you see that the mom comes y acuchilla a una mujer. It's the famous scene of where acuchilla a la mujer en el shower.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Y
Brilliant, by the way.
so you're like, damn, the mom, no? Murder. Hijo, it's crazy because now you're like, damn, is the son in it? What's going on? And finally the police come through and they're like checking it out and you see the POV of the cop like going through the house and everything. Y voltean el cuerpo de que la mamá, porque la mamá estaba medio arriba, and they're like, man, que saque tanto and all this stuff. And then they turn it around and they find out that it's just the skull of the mom, the skeleton, sorry, with the wig and the dress. And it was just there. And then creo que se voltea la cámara algo así, and it's the guy dressed up like the mom.
Yeah, that
With
was
the knife.
craziest thing.
Y empieza a matar al policía. So that it gets you like you're like, oh, so the guy was acting like his mom because he's crazy,
Yeah.
right? Because that's the part of it. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It actually caught me off guard. I was like, oh damn, because I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't know the movie. So I'd recommend Psycho, and there's also a TV series called Bates Motel with that guy who's like, I am a surgeon.
I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon!
That guy who's a pretty good actor. I recommend that show también. It's pretty
Nice.
entertaining. Bates Motel se llama. And if you're looking for a series, you can watch Bates Motel. I also recommend Evil on Netflix. It's very slow, though. That one's very slow, but it's still pretty good. And there's one that's called The Haunting Hill or something like that, or House. I don't remember, on Netflix. That was also really good. I recommend those. Those are TV series, though. Those aren't movies. But The Psycho's definitely one I recommend
That one's
if you're looking for something that's
Psycho's good.
scary. But it's black and white. So if you don't like black and white, then you're a racist.
No, but black and white now. I mean, when you're too young, you might like it, but as an adult now, you get into it. Especially those movies where there wasn't too much effects and stuff. They
CGI
actually have
and-
to act it out.
Yeah. Any recommendations?
qué duro.
Any Halloween recommendations from you guys?
I mean, I don't have many. You know, like I said, I've been more into like Halloween child stuff. Like in my household, it would be Hocus Pocus, it would be Halloween Town, it would be The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what you normally got playing.
Frank and Winnie, no?
Frank and Weenie, ya te las sábanas. Frank this Weenie, ¿me entiendes? Bueno. Oh, Frank and Weenie.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the Addams family is a thing in my household. So that's basically what we're into. Randomly, do they sit down and I'll sit with them for a little bit to watch a couple of the scary ones? Yes, but I haven't really seen lately anything really que diga yo, oh, it got me super bad again. Because when I watch like The Hills Have Eyes and all those classic movies, I watched them when they came out.
Did you guys already watch Sinners?
I haven't watched
Yeah, I watched Sinners.
Ya lo viste.
Yeah. It's a good one too. It's a good one. It's a good
It's a
movie.
good one to watch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a good
definitely.
modern one.
Good modern
It's
one.
more modern now.
What was the one that just came out?
DJ, you know.
They turned into a dog.
I'm practicing my Scooby Doo, you know. I was being possessed there for a minute. I felt it, but I came back, you know. Oh, it's scary. There was one that I heard on the radio. Well, no, it's not the radio. I forget that I put I forget that I put YouTube videos in my car.
Radio is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. I heard on the radio. Is that even does radio still exist?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, to watch it through like what is that thing that XM or what comes on
Sirius
your
XM.
Sirius XM? It comes on your car.
It's like cable TV now. Does that even exist?
I see people still paying for their Dish Network, man. Dude. That's crazy. Guy, you don't watch TV no more. But they still pay for their satellite. You know what is kind of good? American Horror Story.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's
I
not-
like
not too shabby.
the first 4 seasons, I want to say.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty
Really
good.
cool. Scary. It's a little creepy.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I loved how scary the intro is.
Yeah.
The intro's scary, dude. You put that on and you're like, ooh, okay. Should I be watching this movie?
yeah.
But yeah, if you like scary, cool, creepy stuff, watch American Horror
Yeah, that
Story.
was
It's
kinda
really
cool,
good.
yeah.
It's a good watch.
¿Qué te iba a decir before we leave? Have you read a scary book?
No.
I've only read 2. One of it, I only made it halfway. Pero I was in Colorado yard selling. Shout out. And I was looking at, ¿cómo se llaman?
What are we shutting? Shout out what? Colorado yard sales? What are you shutting out, guy? Books?
The people that throw yard sales. No, Colorado. Shout out to everyone in Colorado. Thank you for not knowing even who I am, you know?
I know. Shout out. This guy just says in the middle of it.
No, I was in Colorado, dude, doing some yard selling, and I was looking at the Steven Spielberg's book that was there. It had a hot rod in the front and I was like, oh, hot rod book at first. I thought I just saw it, glimpsed it, went over there. Turns out the horror of the hot rod something. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was going to put it down because I was like, but I'm not into scary stuff. Y no me dice la señora, you like Steven Spielberg? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, he's awesome, you know. You know what? You can have the box. And it was a box with like 38 books. And I was like, I'm not going to read them. Pero I have to take them, right? I have to take them. You can't. Her spirit is up. You know, she's feeling it. She was like, I ain't putting those back in my attic. And she lets me have them, and I'm all happy, take the books to my car. And when I was in Colorado, we would go to the park a lot and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to read one of these books. And I would just pick a book, took it, and I was reading it. But dude, the books are like this también.
Yeah.
También no te pases, you know? También échale ganas, right? More pictures, less writing, right? But yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I don't know if... You know, I don't know if the...
Pretty sure, just really quick to clear something up, I'm pretty sure you're talking about Stephen King.
Stephen King, yeah. Spielberg is the movie director, yeah. No, yeah, Stephen King. There you go, Stephen King. And great book. But again, I've only read one fully I did read. And one halfway I quit because I realized I'm not about scary stuff. But the book was interesting. A little bit harder words to get scared because and then they cut into its jugular and then all these things and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Wait.
yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what got me, pero pues, you know, that's lack of literature in my side.
Right.
Pero yeah, I was just
Lack of
wondering,
learning, you know?
has anyone else read scary books or was it just me for a minute?
I think you should read those books to expand your vocabulary.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I
start reading them.
How
about that?
I am reading. I got 2 books in my backpack.
Is it true about the blind people? No, please!
It is true. I was at the library.
Oh, okay, here we go. Another story. Oh, no. Thank God.
Would you prefer more of a traditional horror monster costume, or you're into like Luigi and dressing up like Princess Peach? You know. Because I heard que Luigi now is. Went too far with that one.
Luigi. No, I mean, I'm into everything. What do you mean?
Nice.
Nah, I'm not a horror movie buff, so maybe horror movie people who are like super into horror movies. might be
Right,
like,
dude, it's Halloween.
it has to be like terrifying and bloody. But I like cosplaying, even though I've never done it myself.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I had a girlfriend, one of many. And her little brother always was like trying to get masks que le aplastaba, salía sangre. And he always, Mom, the knife, I need the knife. And I'll be like, you're 7.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to dress up like freaking, what Donkey Kong or...
Wow. Donkey Kong, huh?
That was wild, that. My brain wouldn't like...
There was a lot of choices, let me tell you. A lot of choices before Donkey Kong. I'm going to tell you something right now. I've never seen a Donkey Kong costume. I don't even think they make those. And yet, Donkey Kong was your... Even King Kong, I might have understood. But Donkey Kong?
Yeah,
I've never seen
no
it.
one has ever dressed as that, by the way.
Never.
I think we're going to be the first ones.
That's crazy.
All right, everyone. Pues horror movies, no? También there was one where there was 2 girls. No, that's horror movie. My bad. That's a different type of... That's not horror. My bad.
Man, leave that in. Leave that in.
No,
Because we need to know what kind of jokes this guy brings to the pot, right?
No, guys. Spooktober. No, yeah, that's real.
That was a ghost.
That's real.
The ghost dropped that.
Spooktober, horror movies, great movies, by the way. Some
Great
classics.
movies. A lot of movies we left out, guys, but that's
It's
kind of... We were
hard.
just talking about the ones that we saw and the ones that we found scary. So please don't go
Don't-
crazy on us. We know that
see-
there's a billion movies out there you could have mentioned.
Comment on it,
Comment
please.
if you want us to talk about them.
Yay.
Pero, like we said, we aren't really horror movie people.
Yeah, we're not big.
I like them, but I'm not like a super fan of
Expert,
them either.
yeah.
I'm not like super fan. I just like getting scared once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know too much about it. We're barely getting into it.
Yeah, we're barely getting into it.
So don't kill us for that.
Yeah.
Get it?
Don't,
Horror movie stuff.
Spooktober.
Haunted house. Should we go as the Relentless Traumas crew to a haunted house or something? Now, if we're gonna go, Aaron has to go.
Yeah, we all have to go
Because
through it.
he's a coward. Now, is he scared? Yes, right? Is he gonna be scared? Does he want to go? Probably not.
I'm super scared. I'm having anxiety issues right now.
Don't want to go super scared, but I'll do it for the people.
the people.
Anything for you guys. So, guys, anything for you guys. So remember, tell your buddies, tell your friends, go on your kids' phones, whatever you have to do, and start subscribing
Create
to
new
our
accounts.
channels. Yeah, commit fraud, man. Commit fraud.
guys, thank you for helping us grow on TikTok.
Oh, amazing.
I mean, YouTube too, but TikTok, you guys been helping us grow
are
a lot.
great.
So thank you very much. We appreciated it. If you haven't yet followed us, you can go to TikTok, Relentless Traumas. Go follow us, please. We do lives every Tuesday for sure. We try to do every Thursday. Sometimes things happen, but
we are working way harder on making things more consistent. So eventually we'll get into we are accepting that we're poor, right? So we don't work as hard as we used to anymore.
I'm not accepting that.
No, we're never gonna accept that. But no, yeah, we're working on being more consistent. So just keep an eye Tuesdays and Thursdays, and before we know it, it'll be so consistent that we'll be part of your lives.
Yeah. Stay tuned for this month. We are gonna be bringing the Halloween special wishy, right? We're gonna do a Halloween special episode, so it's coming. Obviously, when it's closer to Halloween, we said maybe the Monday of Halloween.
Maybe that would be the
Or the
episode
right? We said
probably.
that one, right? The Monday of Halloween week is when we're gonna.
Yeah, so the Monday before Halloween.
Correct.
That's when we're gonna do it because Halloween's on Friday, so that Monday before Halloween.
That way our episode comes out, you have enough time to watch it, right? And you don't tell me like, oh, it's because I was trick-or-treating. I'll watch it eventually. Nah.
We're gonna
you
do
have time.
crazy stuff, right? Ouija boards.
Demonic summoning.
Yeah, summonings, sacrifices,
Sacrifices, rituals.
bunch of candles, right? Because candles
Yeah.
are terrifying.
Yeah, we have to have candles.
Skulls.
Power is safe.
Already.
Power is safe, so no power, just candles everywhere.
Yeah. But not for reals. We're gonna do some.
We're
some
gonna
fun
try
stuff.
an exorcism on Javier. See if we can
Yeah,
take some
see what
spirits out.
happens.
J. Rose or Emily Rose. Over there.
Yeah, Emily Rose, J. Rose.
Oh man, but
Jay de la Rose.
if you guys have any tips, no, not tips,
Suggestions.
suggestions.
Keep your tips in your pants.
Yeah,
yo.
we don't want your tips. If you guys have any suggestions on anything we should do for Halloween, I know we're gonna try to do some of the traditional Halloween stuff. Pumpkin carving,
Pumpkin carving, pumpkin eating.
spin the bottle.
Spin the spin the bottle with a ghost, right? Because we'll have a Ouija board. So.
Dude, it was crazy
Girl
because
Yeah.
Only girls.
A ghost, by the way. No, I gotta make sure we tell them.
Dude, it was crazy because as a kid, I would watch like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, and they would always have like the Halloween party.
Yeah.
They would be in Halloween costumes, and they would be doing stuff like that, and I was always like, that would be fun.
Yeah. Always.
But now we're 30, so now we can't do any of that.
Sure, because it would be weird, right?
So, but yeah, guys, we'll catch you at that Halloween episode. Anything else, guys, before we leave? We say goodbye to our traumatizers.
Nah, it's just we have a Halloween party coming up. Keep an eye for that. We'll do a little bit of recording. Hopefully nothing wild happens. But suggestions. I just need suggestions. I don't know what to dress up of.
Don't forget to send us an email with your anything you guys want us to cover in the pod. Any suggestions, some hate, whatever you guys want to throw at us. Here's the
Throw
email.
something at me.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, baby, because we need it, right?
Yeah.
We need you
Please.
guys.
Please.
Tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell your mothers, tell your mothers.
Yeah, please.
Tell everybody about us. We're going all the way up,
Nowhere
whether
but
you
up.
want to or not. If you're out there and you're like, these guys aren't. We're going all the way up, baby.
All the way.
Just know it.
What you should do is try to block us, right? By sending this to everyone you know, telling them subscribe to these losers. They ain't getting nowhere. Do that. Let's see how far we can get. And then once I'm up there, right? Podriéndome de dinero in the
There we
top.
go. There we go. There we go. Right? And stop, right? Because we're tired of that speech. All right? We don't have to do it every episode because it gets edited out every episode, right? So might as well not even do it.
I'm trying to make it, no?
No, but for reals, thank you guys again for your support. Really appreciate it. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys on the live. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Enjoy. Hasta la vista, baby.
Stay traumatized.